Well, welcome back, partners. We're back in the kitchen with Chef Matt Carter. We're talking about the Festival of the West and his delicious Valley restaurant. Welcome back, Chef.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm fabulous. How
Excellent.
are you? Howdy. Howdy. I can't help it. I put a cowboy hat on.
It just
if
kicks
something
in.
goes wrong,
It kicks into
it's
gear.
terribly
Can't
wrong.
help it.
And it's too big. It's too big for me, but I'm kind of liking it. All right, so this is one I mean, in all the shows that I've done here on Sonoran Living Live, have I had a chef like you. He is in control of this kitchen. I'm just going to stand back and let you do your thing.
Excellent.
What are you making?
Right on. I am doing a pork country rib with a brandy apple fennel sauce with kind of popcorn grits 3 ways.
Yummy. Okay, so this is something that you're doing. This is a dish that you're doing at Festival of the West. Or is this the one that comes out of your new restaurant?
This is from the new restaurant, but I'm doing a dish over the weekend kind of representing Festival of the West at the new restaurant, House Brasserie. The festival is this weekend, running, what is it, the 21st to the 24th, I believe?
Yep, you better know those dates since you gotta be there.
I know, I'll just show up and not know what's going on. I will
well,
be
here,
there.
Let me put you in the mood.
There we go.
Okay,
All right, where's my hay?
No, hey.
So this Saturday, though, on the 23rd, I'm going to be doing a couple demos up there. We're going to be serving some samples. You've got some cowboy races, you've got some shootouts, you've got a kid zone, you got Chris Cagle playing Saturday nights, so you got music and everything else. So this festival's been around for 23 years here. You like that?
Yeah, I'll put that
It's a
since
look.
you're busy.
It's a look.
Yeah, it has been around for a long time, and it's such a fun event. It is a family-oriented event and a great place to take the whole family. But in the meantime, you know, grits are an important part of you know, the Wild West, right?
Absolutely. Grits and corn. I mean, there's a lot of native corn grown here. It's one of the only plants that, you know, really has grown here for centuries in Arizona. So I've got grits kind of going 3 ways here. I've got some roast corn. I've got some, these grits are actually stone ground from Tennessee. And then I've taken some popcorn here that I'm going to kind of fold inside of the grits. Ooh. I'm going to fold those 2 in, finish that off. And this is a dish that I serve at the House Brasserie, which is my new restaurant, Old Town.
Which I'm fascinated by. It's one of the oldest homes built in Scottsdale.
Correct.
And you put a restaurant inside of it.
We did. We converted it about a year ago. You know, we kind of drove by. It's near one of our other restaurants called The Mission in Old Town. We drove by and saw it and kind of fell in love. You know, I grew up in that neighborhood and actually used to work at a little French bistro down the street, which is what really kick-started my career back in 1988. I worked at that little French bistro called La Chimere, and then I moved to France.
Oh my gosh.
So that was the beginning, so I'm kind of home.
Yes,
At the house.
Were you born and raised in Arizona?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school?
Arcadia.
Ah, Moon Valley.
There you go. Cheers.
Woohoo!
Well, I spent
right.
a lot of time in Moon Valley. My grandfather had a house on the first hole there.
No kidding.
Way back in the day.
Moon Valley High School, not Moon Valley Estates.
Country Club, right, sorry.
Okay, so what was that?
Okay, so I took my
there?
apple and my fennel and I sauteed that. I got some color on it, added a little shallot, a little garlic, some thyme, and some black peppercorn. Oh. And then after I caramelized that, I deglazed that with some brandy.
Oh my gosh.
I reduced that brandy and then I just add a little pork stock to kind of finish it off there.
All right,
so I've got my grits are all done. I got my corn 3 ways there.
You have about 2 minutes. You're going to be able to plate this up for us?
Absolutely. So then I've got my
feeling you'd say yes.
Absolutely. I've got my roasted country rib here, which is one of my favorite cuts of pork. Let's see where we're at. Oh, we're looking perfect. Look at that. That's awesome.
How did you cook that up?
I seared it in this pan and popped it in that oven about 30 minutes ago.
See, I've been busy doing the show, and you just made this.
This is kind of an offcut.
That's how quickly you can make this, though.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can roast these whole. It's kind of an offcut. You'll see it at some grocery stores, but it's not that common. I call it the kind of the ribeye of pork here because it's got a little fat in it. It's not all dry. You can see it's moist and just has the best flavor of pork. You know, pork belly's great. I love bacon. Don't get me wrong, but this for a cut of pork that you can buy at the store and make yourself. You roast this whole. It's inexpensive. Again, because it's kind of an off cut and it's just awesome. So I've got again my corn 3 ways.
Let's see if you can do this. You had about 45 seconds to make this happen, my friend.
We're in business then.
Well, the Festival of the West is March 21st through the 24th, and we've been talking about it all morning. We have all of the information on SonoranLiving.com. It's located out at Westworld, which is right off the 101. Super easy to get to, and Susan, have you been out to the Festival of the West before?
I have not, but howdy, partners.
Oh
I think we need to try it.
It's
because
so
this looks
fun.
amazing.
Oh my gosh, look at this. I can't believe how. And honestly, he made this whole dish during the show. So,
Yeah,
and grits
you guys
3
couldn't hear me.
ways.
I was
I
really
love
quiet.
that. I love grits 3 ways. That's awesome.
There we go. And last touch,
amazing.
peppercorn, and we're done.
owned it.
Lasso that thing.
I love it.
Lassoed that
Like
baby.
I tied it up and dropped it down. Cheers, I made it.
Fantastic. Cheers
All
to
right.
you.
Thanks you so much, Chef. And we'll be back here
Right
bright
on.
and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Make it a great day.